Okay, in this video we're going to be going over the components of a 3D object. So again, we have an empty scene. I'm going to have my mesh selected, hold Control, tap on the box, that brings up a box, and I'll just click the background. So from here, what we have 3D object-wise is a box or a cube, and it's comprised of kind of three different elements. So let's select the mesh. And then we have the three elements up here. There's vertices, there's edges, and there's polygons. So vertices, if I click on this, I can left click and I select a vertice. That would be one point, or where all the edges meet, of a mesh. An edge, pretty simple, would be 2 points connected together. This would be the line that connects the two, or a segment, I guess you could say. But in 3D, they're usually referred to as edges. And a polygon, also referred to as a face, would be kind of these objects. So it would be when a combination of three or more vertices combine to make one face. So technically, I can select multiple at a time. So if I'm on vertices, I can click, hold Shift, click, and I get another one. Hold Shift, click, I get another one. Hold Shift, click, I get another one. Same thing with edges. I can either click, hold Shift, click, hold Shift, click, and I have three selected, or I can click and I can kind of drag from one to another. So hold, click, hold it down, 1, 2, 3. I'm not holding Shift at all. Just as you kind of color over the different faces or the different edges, it'll select those. Same thing with the faces or the polygons. If I hover over it, it'll kind of highlight what's selected. Left click selects it, or left click and drag, select, select. So again, I can only kind of see three different faces or polygons on a box at one time, so I can only select three. If I wanted to select more, I could click and drag. There's three. Zoom over here, hold Shift, click and drag, and there's three. If I want to deselect one, I can hold the Control key, click or click and drag, and that deselects. So Control click. And then again, if I want to select the entire object, if I'm in polygon mode, I can double click and that'll grab every single one of the faces. If I'm in vertices and I double click, it'll grab every single vertice. And the only difference is if I'm in edge and I double click, it'll just kind of select a little loop of edges. It won't select all the edges. So if I wanted to select all the edges, I could just kind of go through here, hold Shift, double click, click, and it'll go through and grab all of them for me. So again, a 3D object is comprised of vertices, edges, and polygons. Access to those is here. And then if you love hotkeys, the hotkeys for these is 1, 2, and 3. Really, really simple. Vertices 1, edges 2, polygons 3.